Silence, they say, is a virtue.
During wartime, silence is the citizen's most sacred duty. The goal, of course, being not to accidentally divulge information that could possibly be used against us by our enemies. Whenever the troops are sent to war, the wise citizens of our country are reminded of that most sacred of duties to the common good, along with the consequences of failure. In an environment of locked mouths and hushed minds, it's easy to neglect and indeed dismiss some of our most basic of freedoms, namely, our freedom of speech, with all of its broad implications. While in the Air Force, supposedly fighting to protect the freedoms our forefathers laid down their lives to establish and protect, I was approached with what I thought was a very odd question. While wearing my Bohica shirt, a fashionable way of displaying our distaste for the actions of the higher-ups of our squadron, one of the master sergeants in our shop asked me if I thought it was appropriate to wear a shirt like that. If I thought that certain freedoms should be given up for the stability of the chain of command and to promote unity in the ranks. I responded respectfully, well, no. I can understand giving up your choice of work location, clothing style, or work conditions. These are things that most jobs affect anyway. But we're more than mere workers doing a job. We're in the military, fighting for the rights and freedoms of Americans in the spirit of democracy. What kind of country tells their soldiers that they are denied the very same freedoms they're sworn to protect? What kind of country tells its soldiers, the people who should have the most right to voice their opinion, if such a gradient exists, that to question authority and feel able to communicate freely with them is a sign of treason, thus making them un-American for doing so? Sir Francis Bacon said that silence is the virtue of fools. This statement exemplifies the idea that quashing free thought and the expression of those thoughts goes against not only sound reason and good values, but puts the very foundation of democracy at risk. Simply put,
Silence is the ultimate form of truth.